Leveling up, Kim Jones. I appreciate that so much. 2 days till your girl's birthday, July 23rd on Thursday. Your girl's turning 54. I'm feeling really good going into it. You are welcome. Come on in, y'all. This is your one-stop shop, weekdays mornings for Black girl politics, political analysis, politics news, joy cultivation, and intelligence briefing for Black women. Thank you, Venom, for coming on in, y'all. Thank you all for sharing out the live. My favorite way to share out the live is just repost it. Like, I mean, I know we could like tap and send it out to like a million, but multi-dimensional healer is here. My personal energy and energy worker, coach, and guide, fellow smoldering Leo. Allison's got that smoldering Leo quality. She and I have been Leo homegirls and Black girl supporters of each other since children. Y'all don't even remember Clubhouse, do you? Y'all don't remember Clubhouse. Allison and I do. That's where I learned social media. That's where I first got comfortable with being visible and typical of somebody whose Venus is in Gemini. Yes, we love Black girl astrology here. Um, Clubhouse was a audio app, social audio, like chat rooms. Like that was it, and we built up like amazing communities there. I was able to bring that community over to Instagram, even reconnect with some members of my community here on TikTok. So welcome, Nayland's World Creative. We had an amazing meeting yesterday. We had an amazing meeting yesterday. I'm telling y'all, this is how we do things in the 92%. Okay, this is not your grandmother's Black woman voters. This is not the Negro League of women voters. This is new 92%. We have iterated. Okay, we're leveling up. We're working with each other. We're collaborating with each other. I'm working with Nayland, who's helping me birth our first merch line for the Sunshine Report. Thank you for being here, Mama. When I tell you, Nayland made me like get out the Afro pick this morning. Y'all make Nayland don't make me fuck around and start walking around with that Afro pick like Questlove. Y'all don't believe I'll do it. I'll do it. I fuck around and found like a yellow or a gold Afro pick. Is OMG, I love your earrings in here. Could somebody ask her? I know she makes an Afro pick earring. If she made like a gold or a yellow Afro pick earring, I'm in. I'm in. Could somebody please let her know? Y'all see how we're an idea factory here. Y'all welcome. Come on into the Sunshine Report. Anyway, if you need help bringing a sticker set, a merch line, and y'all, the our first capsule merch line is going to be a tote bag, a cute little nasty little off the shoulder tee. Y'all know I'm Gen X. I love an off the shoulder. Okay, I grew up during the time of flash dance. I ain't never met an off the shoulder or asymmetrical neckline that I didn't love. Okay, it is so cute, and we just had a great production meeting yesterday. So y'all come on in. I'm so happy everybody's here. Let's get ready to get into it. The news, thankfully, is not, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's boring. The news is always kind of jacked up around here in these benighted states of America. But listen, I want to welcome Black women this morning, July 21st, Black women voters. I want to welcome you. Hello, girl. Thank you for your daily Harvey. I appreciate that. Are we getting ready? Are we getting ready to already to achieve one of our first goals? Thank you for the stickers. Oh my God, y'all make me so happy when I see the stickers. Oh, and to people that are to 92% members, hello, Miss LaRose. Oh, girl, I love that. Thank you for the marker rose. I'm accepting kisses. Okay, I consent to 92% kisses this morning. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Listen, I want to get Black women excited this morning. Thank you, Tees and Janes. I want Black women to start getting excited for the builder era, our builder era. Okay. While America is fighting each other to the death over the ruins of once was what would could have been a great idea for where a nation could go. I'm not gonna say for the founding of a nation, because the founding of this nation was founded on murder, rape, and capitalism. Okay. The founding of this company is this company. See that Freudian slip? Because that's what it is. We're just an old capitalist whore, United States of America. And all of that was like built on the backs of like black women after we were dragged here in 1619 and this country instituted chattel slavery. And the chickens are coming home to roost. The dog caught its own tail. The thank you all so much. Oh, I'm so excited. We just got hey Coach Rhonda, mindset coach. Oh my God, like all the cool girls are in here this morning. Hey, welcome, y'all. Y'all made me so happy when y'all come into listen. We are, and if there's anybody to talk about this, because Coach Rhonda knows and talks all the time about mindset, not letting women, especially black and brown women, not letting us get stuck in any way in midlife. Y'all ain't no time to get stuck. If you my age or close to my age, you're getting anywhere to scratch in what we would call that beautiful time in your life that is midlife, girl. Hey, this is not the time to press the brakes. I mean, it may be time to press the brakes on being micromanaging the children. Um, you know, uh, Giving ourselves mind, body, and spirit to these jobs that don't care nothing about us, y'all. It's time to put the pedal to the metal. It's time to get unstuck. Thank goodness Coach Rhonda's out here helping us get unstuck because it ain't time to stop. It's time to press the pedal to the metal. I say this, and in every aspect of our lives too, like our physical, our mental well-being, building the career we always wanted, and that we realize now ain't nobody gonna give to us. We have to like make it ourselves. That's what we're talking about today, about building. While this country is in ruins, hell, the 92%, we arose from the ashes of the November 2024 election. All right, so we're building. Y'all, thank you. Well, Aaron, thank you for welcoming everybody in and making everybody feel comfortable. Welcome, 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 92%. And seriously, I'm beginning to wonder because I'm a creature of politics. My mother was a politician. Thank God mom is retired. Mom may come out of retirement. When I see mom, I may need to talk to my mama about running for Congress. There was a time she wanted to do it and we talked her out of it. We're like, you've been a public servant, you've been a judge, she's a chancellor your whole life. Please take a break. And now I'm like, I don't know, mama. You might have to, you ain't ready to slow down no time soon anyway. Mom's a pretty little Libra too. Mom might be ready to step back into the sunlight. Y'all are gonna love my family so much when I finally make it back down to Mississippi. So listen, I've been thinking a lot about political strategy. What if the greatest political strategy black women could adopt over the next couple of years isn't arguing harder? Like, haven't we all decided we're not trying to prove to these people like our humanity? Like, we're not arguing with y'all. We're not arguing in the thank you, Nayland Mama. We are not arguing with y'all in the comments. We know half of y'all are bots. You don't deserve our time. You don't deserve our energy, right? One of the crucial decisions that we made is to understand and to understand that our attention as black women, as members of the 92%, it's gold. It's valuable. And people or divine alchemy, girl, everybody loved your idea. When I told my daughter, I was like, girl, if anybody ever asked you to be, I was like, one of mommy's homegirls, one of mommy's homegirls told me I know exactly what to tell you, girl. And I was like, show mommy your Venmo QR code. This is what you're gonna say. This is what you're gonna say. Hey, dark matter. This is what you're gonna say the next time somebody tries to tell you to be quiet. Her divine alchemy believes in slipping somebody an invoice real quick in a hurry. But y'all, seriously, we've already decided we're not arguing with these hoes. Okay, that's becoming one of our new slogans. 92%. Trying to tell you hoes, we're not arguing with these hoes anymore. I think black women have entered an entirely different era. It's like Republicans, Republicans, um, the party of racism, oppression, okay, white supremacy. They seem to spend every waking moment on with they podcasters over the airwaves, arguing over what to tear down, like what to destroy. Right? And there was a time when black women, like, when all we did and all the Democratic Party, all we did was like, "Hey, Ella the AI coach, Ella the AI coach." put some computers in the chat for LAI coach. Where like we would spend all this time like picking up the mess, trying to fix it, trying to fix it. They would fuck things up for 4 years, 8 years. Democrats get in office, and we just trying to fix. We just trying to pick up. I remember when my mom was first divorced, and her career was like really taking off, and like. And first daughter, the first daughter, like I'm the one. My mama would come in, she would just be she's exhausted, right? And she's just taking off her suit or blouse, pantyhose, children. This is back when they used to make the lady lawyers wear the pantyhose, okay, and the heels, just taking stuff off. And I'd just be right behind her like a little geisha, just picking things up, like her little personal maid, like hanging up her suit, putting her pantyhose over here in the dirty bin, and like, okay, all right, mom, like dinner's almost ready. That's what we used to do as Black women in this nation. That's what the 92%, that's what they're used to us doing. Okay. This is voting. Hey, Ashley, this is voting demographics broken out by demographic, right? So that's us, Black women of the 92% in the way we vote. Okay. That's who we are. We are on to a different era now. We are doing things entirely different. Now we're holding politicians accountable. We had a whole chat yesterday about what Black women want from politicians if you want to engage in us. We're using the example of this weekend, Senator John Ossoff running for re-election, and Texas State Senator James Tallarico. Both made an effort at engaging with Black voters like over the weekend. One did better than the other. I'm a little biased towards one, but one knows what they doing. And they know how to communicate with intelligent, informed voters. Okay? Now Tallarico's just getting started. He's sitting at a solid C minus. Okay? He got the ball running. He still got time, but we got a lot of work to do. You remember that time in college you got over your head, you got over your skis and one of your classes, and you thought for sure you were going to fail this class, and you had that one last talk with the professor, and the professor said, listen, it's possible for you not to fail this class. It's possible, but that means you got to hit every quiz, every exam out of the park, and that final essay's got to be amazing. That's where James Tallarico is right now. That's where he is right there. That's what we're seeing. That's just an example of one of the ways like Black women, we're just making demands. You're not going to get shit free from us. Okay? Her Divine Alchemy is not going to let y'all get shit free from us anymore. Not over in this corner of the internet. Woo! Oh my God. Y'all better hope Her Divine Alchemy don't ever go into accounting. Okay? Or financial management. Because she's going to insist that you send out an invoice. I'm telling you, like right now, I fear his essay will not be amazing. I'm trying to remain optimistic. This is an optimistic channel. But if he really what he lacks in creativity and expression in his writing, in earnestness and getting after it, showing that he wants, needs our vote, he could do it. He could do it. He could do it if he got down real raw on the inside and really began to understand how important we are to the election process. Like, to Democratic voters to act like Black people aren't important. I know leftists are mad at us that we're as important as we are. You know what I mean? You know how sometimes some of your cousins like kind of hate on you from the sideline because your mama's house is like the center of the house. Like, they think they this, they think that. I'm sorry, we're just important to the equation. The Sunday dinner is over here every night. Sunday dinner is over here every week. When it's time to barbecue and fish fry, where everybody show up, our house, where they know they can get a plate, where they know it's going to be welcoming and comfortable, where they know Aunt Marilyn is always on the iced tea. Okay. Where they know Tracy is always in charge of the dressing. Okay. Where the meal comes out on time. All right. All the desserts are here. Carry out containers, everything. Some of us are just more important to the family reunion. You understand what I'm saying? And that's us. That's Black people. I know the leftists get mad about it. I know they get mad about it. We can't do nothing about that. Sorry. Black women have entered an entirely different era. It's our build-it era. Here's the funny part. I don't even think they know it's happening. Yeah, leftists want to convince a party they don't need us. Good luck. Your boy Hassan Piker, yeah, I can't believe I said his name out loud. That sounded so weird. Your boy Hassan Piker came out the other day and said, "No, no, no, black people are very important to, socialism and the movement." I'm like, "Oh, now we important. Okay." When I saw him, I was like, "Hassan, I know that's not who I think it is it?" Oh, now we're important. Okay. All right. Fine. That's not news to us. We've been important. We know. The funny thing is, y'all, we're in our builder era. Yeah, they hate our main character, and it's too bad. I don't know what to say. Everybody needs to get on board. We could be like this. We could be like this. We could, but everybody else is tripping. We're not the ones tripping. I'm telling you right now. I know, I'll tell a good girlfriend. I'll tell us when we're wrong. We're not in the wrong. We're not the ones tripping. They can either get on board or not. They can get on board or not. Okay. But here's the thing. So we're in our like black women of the 92%. We are having the most massive glow up we have ever had, like since emancipation. I'm telling y'all. I don't even think they know it's happening. We know the Republican Party has like completely written us off and can't stand us. Y'all notice Dunk Queen in Chief, like just his bowels turn to water around intelligent black women. Okay. That's fine. So they say they've written us off. They think they think they've crippled us. They think they've kneecapped us, right? By kicking giving us shoving us into 7-8% unemployment. They've written us off. Fine, that gives us the privacy to build. That's fine with me. Absolutely. Hey, Bounty and Bliss girl, welcome. Come on in. Here we go, Crystal. This is the kind of attitude I'm talking about. Crystal just says they've got to decide if they want some of this, and if they do, they got to act right to get it. Exactly. What did we say yesterday? Talk to me nice. Y'all better start talking to us nice. I can't even hear you if you're not talking to me nice anymore. I've already, y'all know your girl manages like inattentive ADD. Y'all know like you got to work real hard to get into my field of vision, and then once you're in there, you're in there, and I love you when we like this. But otherwise, like I don't even be seeing it. So you were correct. They can get with the program or they can get the stepping, as we used to say back in the late 80s and the early 90s. So hello everybody, welcome to the Sunshine Report. This is the happiest place on the internet for black women to discuss the end of this benighted states of America. It is a wrap. The country is in rapid decline. My name is Halleck Hannah. I am so glad you're here. If you are new here, welcome. This is home for black women of the 92%, the overwhelming majority of black women who choose democracy, who choose community, and who choose each other every single day. But we are so much more than a voting statistic. Y'all know I love this chart. These are our founding documents. That's why they were a little sad looking sometimes, because I really love them. And when we first found each other here on the TikTok, y'all know I used to snatch the documents to like show everybody. So they're a little weathered, but I'm not getting rid of them because like black women, black American women everywhere, we do age like fine wine. We are only getting better. And as black women of the 92%, we are building something entirely new. Our movement, the 92% movement, is rooted in joy, rest, economic power, mental liberation, creative genius. We use strategies like organized indifference, economic activism, and most importantly, black women, we are building lives. Hey, AJ, it's good to see you. It's been a minute. And most importantly, we are building lives that we actually want to live. Okay. Around here, we don't doom scroll. We like to gather evidence. And children, speaking of evidence, Nancy Grace is awake. Okay. Listen, Listen, first news story. Nancy Grace, y'all, they done woke Nancy Grace up. I have never watched an episode of Nancy Grace all the way through, ever. She was one of the people, like, you didn't even have to watch her all the way through. Just the little Nancy Grace, way before it was podcasts and stuff. And some of y'all in here, y'all been watching Nancy Grace. Y'all know, y'all, and those of us that are 40 plus, she was kind of a time and a place. It was a couple of major news stories, let me tell you. And now she has gotten her, I don't know what it was about the Nolan Wells case that woke that woman up. She is up. She's on the case. I want y'all to think about like a case like Nolan Wells' case juicy. Juicy for somebody like Nancy. Do you understand what I mean? It's like they're gonna make movies about this case. They're gonna make movies about this case. It's set on the water, boats and shit, like at night going back and forth in Mississippi, my home state of Mississippi. This is Nancy Grace, like, and she, it's like the news came out the day the young man was laid to rest, the day we had his funeral. I believe it was yesterday. She's up. Bob is crisp, teased right here, and that side part, okay, right comes like crisp at the jawline. She's up. Children, I want you to imagine if a case like Nolan Wells was like a juicy bone, a ham hock, if you will, and like Nancy Grace is like a really, really, really hungry, very energetic dog. And she has got her teeth into that juicy, juicy smoked ham hock. She's not letting go. If Karen energy could be like taken and concentrated and focused towards doing something good, like justice, bringing something to light, finding out the truth. That's what we got. That's what we got. She's up, children. So ain't no telling. This case got to be cracked wide open. And one of the first things I saw today is that supposedly one of these little cousins exactly used for good. That's what I be telling little girls. Y'all know if I see a little girl that I see has like a bright light in her, or like she's excessively beautiful. Like, like that's one of the that's why I love working with young women. The only people that can ever get anything free out of me is like a girl under 21. Like, y'all know I'm a soccer mom. I grew up just I'm the oldest of six daughters. I have two daughters myself. I'm a soccer mom. I love being surrounded by like groups of young women and their energy. Every now and then one of these little girls will come across my field of vision. I'm like, come over here. Hi, Miss Halleck. Yeah, come over here. Let me look at you. Sweetheart, use your power for good, not for evil. Nancy Grace is one of those like white women that could potentially use her power for a lot of good in this case. And she's up and she's gonna be giving us the blow by blow every day. She gonna be interviewing and putting folks on the news. I heard one of these little cousins with the family that was allegedly involved in the unaliving and the cover up has scarpered. He done argue in an OFT. Absconded, absquatulated, left exit stage left. Yeah, eyes wide, cagey like a panther. Yes, ma'am. I heard it's one of them little boys already on the run. That's what I had heard allegedly. So I'm just saying, okay? So come on in. So yes. And like Nancy Grace, Black women at 19%, we gather evidence, we think strategically, we laugh, we tell the truth, and then we get back to building. So please grab your coffee. I have officially switched over to iced coffee. I'm gonna stop trying to keep coffee hot. I mean, trying to keep coffee hot all morning with us. Thank you for coming on in. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your protein shake, grab your black girl vitamins. Okay, the chlorophyll drops. I got mine going over here. You know what? I'm gonna try some in my sparkly water. I'm gonna see how that works because the mint taste is so light. Y'all know all of my favorite black owned TikTok shop products are in my showcase. So let's see how it tastes with my sparkly water because the mint is so light. This is a pineapple sparkly water. It works with the mint. Mm, mm, mm. Very good. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Y'all come on in. Coffee, tea, black girl vitamins, protein shake. Please say hello to the chat. Tell me where you're watching from. And what we're talking about today's prompt, 92%. What are you building right now? Oh, do you have a question? I don't know. I don't know PC Tech. I don't know you like that. Atlanta. We got somebody coming in from Atlanta, Georgia. I want to know, Black women of the 19%, what are you building right now? Okay. Not what you're trying to fix, because I know we got the fix it, we got the fix it problems. What are you building? Not what are we surviving? Hey, Fawn. What are you building? 92%. Is it a business? Is it a healthier body? Oh my God, y'all, speaking of healthier body. So I'm in the gym. I'm actually trying to do my lifting heavy weights. I went hard on Sunday. I was so proud of myself. It was the best because nobody was in there. So in my mind, I'm like one of these fitness girls I be seeing on TikTok and stuff, like in my mind, because I stay in the studio. I like a bar class, like a dance class, but over 50, Dr. Jessica Shepard said y'all should be following Dr. Jessica Shepard. She's like, nope, once we're over, we 50, we need to be lifting heavy weights. So I got my little program or whatever. I'm in there. I'm going hard. I feel real good. It was arms and back. Y'all, last night when I tell you that lactic acid gathered in my body, I felt sick. I woke up at 5 this morning. I went right back to sleep. And when I tell you I slept till 8, woo, ooh, Body and Bliss Beauty launching soon. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please make sure we put your information. Put your information over at the Sunshine Directory. I'm gonna put my information over in your registry. With Bounty and Bliss. Bounty and Bliss is one of my favorites. Soda Pop. There she is. There's an aligned spirit. She's in alignment with us. So I want to know a business, a healthier body. Thank you, Mama, for the Go Popular Sweet Pea. Thank you. A healthier body. Shout out to the Launch Your Income Agency. If you are in here from our agency, please put flames in the chat. I want to know, what are you building? Is it a business, healthier body, a podcast? I know we got some Black girl podcasters in here. A better marriage, peace in your home, a savings account, a garden. Are you raising a brilliant little Black girl, little Black boy, okay, a child that knows they're brilliant? Tell me. I want us to start identifying ourselves 92% as builders. Oh, awesome. Real estate class. I promise you, no matter what your business is, whatever your subject matter expertise is, you are ready to get on the mic. Please get on the mic. Please start a channel. Please start talking about it. Please start making yourself visible and talking about what you do. I love to hear that. Bounty and Bliss says we're uplifting spirits and soul around this piece. We are. Bounty and Bliss gave us a little live activation the other day. All right. So we're going to be talking about that. Bounty and Bliss. I love seeing these responses. Aren't they wonderful? Taking Nail and Work Creative Studio to the next level and beyond. I know she is. We're going to the top. Hotties, we going to the top. We going to the top. I'm just saying. We going to the top. Seriously, getting ready to retire. That's what I'm talking about. Let the next act begin. Okay. I have been thinking about this. This makes me so happy. Wait, what did I miss? My dream house, stability. Oh, we're gonna be talking about that too. Healthier body. Hey, Kelly, see, girl, I'm with you. I'm working on it. We got to. It's a challenge. One of the things I'm telling my daughters now is like, set your habits early and start thinking about yourself as earth, air, fire, water, and how you have to take care of all of those things in spirit, like all at the same time, and that it's not going to be easy. You can't have it all. These hoes on these channels that like, you can have it on, bitch, not all at the same time. It's a balancing act around here. There's always an elusive third, but that is okay. That is okay. We're going to do it. We're going to build it together. Building a business and a podcast. Yes, ma'am. Creative Gym Designs. Real estate class starts. I love that. Trying to start up with a podcast. Yes, ma'am. Divine Priestess. Oh, this makes me so happy. This makes me so happy. And I've been thinking about this week. And what I've realized is the people running this benighted states of America, this country, spend almost every waking hour talking about what they gonna destroy, especially on the red side of politics, the Republican Party. Okay, y'all forgive me for 1 second. It's always destroy this, cut this, punish them, drag them out the house, send unidentifiable vehicles to this place, threaten this country. We fighting with Canada. We're in the middle of our own wildfire disaster ourselves. California be standing on the brink of wildfires every summer. That's why I didn't have no power the other night. Y'all remember when I was making videos in the dark? I was mostly making videos in the dark because Coach Dad was at the World Cup. I was scared. I'm one of these old women. I used to be my mom. My mom used to be like, "Come spend the night with me. I'm scared to stay in the house by myself." When I was younger, I'm like, "Why are you scared to stay in the house by yourself?" The second Coach Dad be like out of town, I'm in this house. I mean, technically, the scary Scorpios downstairs. I was like, "Fuck it, let me just turn on the camera and start talking." So we deal with our own. Ooh, uh, let me see. Hold on for a second. I thought I saw something there. Oh, okay. Hey, Lovey TLC, welcome. So seriously, like the other night, like our power is off. because like we have wildfire disaster. So now supposedly because we mad that the smoke from Canada's wildfires they dealing with. Now every time we have a wildfire, Canada sends firefighters and resources to help us. Every time. California ain't never had like a wildfire incident where Canada hasn't helped us. So but here we are, and now we got Republicans on here talking shit about Canada and talking about raising tariffs on Canada and fining Canada. And Canada is looking at us like, you know what Canada's looking at us like? Canada, you know when your home girl is dating somebody, you just it just ain't shit. That ninja. Here she go with him. Okay. And you know how you just be looking at your friend like, girl, this about to be over. And I told you not to take this full seriously. And we just sitting back, just waiting on it to be done. That's how Canada's looking at us as a country right now. Like, Americans, what the fuck? What's wrong with y'all? That's how Canada's looking at us like that right now. Because we threaten this country. They're always, always suing to pull off some fuck shit. This regime is always attacking this institution, like trying to erase like Black history from the Smithsonian exhibit. And I love it. One of our members of the CBC said, "Fine, fine, erase our history. We just gonna replace it. Fine, do that, do that." Who was it? It was Representative Mfume. He said this about Black history at the Smithsonian Museum. Outrage. The quote was, "Outrage! What's happening now with these efforts to do away with the African American Museum and the Smithsonian?" He says, "If you erase it, fine. We will replace it. It's that damn simple." And I know we're gonna replace it based off of the responses in the chat of what we're Republicans. My mutual Darian calls them Republicans. Please use it, spread it, okay? Please use it and spread it. So exactly, we just gonna replace it. We not letting these people stress us out like that anymore. Okay? You think we can't erect another museum? Okay, you think we can't? Like, we're creating constantly. It was one of my favorite things I saw in the news. Y'all go look at it. And yeah, like we're not stressed about it. We're not worried about it. It was so inspiring to me to read that. That's true. Okay, so all they want to do is attack. All they want to do is erase every single day, just destruction. What can they destroy? Department of Education, fine. Distract. Our As flawed and faulty as it was, this country's system of public education was something that at one time was to be admired and to emulate it. And these hoes, because they need their followers, they need these people to be uneducated and low information. They need them to be stupid, to be dumb. So that's why they do something as crazy as decimate our Department of Education. And while they are doing all this discretion, girl, Her Divine Alchemy, thank you, girl, for liking the live. I appreciate that. Y'all, thank you. Don't make Her Divine Alchemy do it by herself. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you all for supporting our live goal. Y'all know TikTok likes to have us keeping it moving. I appreciate y'all every heart I see. Every one of these. Thank you, Lovey TLC. Black Girl Podcasters in the house, Lovey TLC. One of my member, thank you, Everything Aaron Ashley. Thank you, Mama. Noted author, Everything Aaron Ashley, one of my bonus little sisters, author of Scion of Earth and Sea. Y'all get this in your life, please, right now. Get this book. Okay. This is Aaron's latest and newest work. It is, a whimsical, adorable little nerd ass little black girl or young woman that likes to world build in her mind. She likes a fantasy epic. We need to be reading. Okay. Y'all read that article. I'm talking about it in the newest episode of the podcast, Benighted States of America. Where this country is facing a literacy like crisis, not us, not over here, not Black women, because our children are reading books. Okay. Our young women are reading. We got free reading on lock. Okay. All of our young women need a book. And you need a book, and we need to escape sometimes. So please enjoy Scion of Earth and Sea by one of our own Black girl podcasters, Everything Aaron Ashley. Okay, right. A favorite way to pass time is to read, because these people want us. These people want us. They want us illiterate. They want us sad. They want us sick. They want us dehydrated. Not gonna happen. Mm-mm. Not gonna happen. Not while there's black girl vitamins. Not while there's okra, the sparkling okra water. Mm-mm. Thank you, Jewel Thief. You know I'm a Leo. I like if it's gold, I want to see it. Thank you. If it's yellow or gold, yellow, gold are the official colors of the Sunshine Report. Thank you very much. They want us. They want us dehydrated. Okay. They don't want us to be moisturized. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen around here. Black women have of the 92%, we have a contractual obligation, okay, to be glowing and hydrated. Hey, Michelle, there's our super family. Y'all, we're gonna do an activation this Friday at 3 o'clock. No, we can't do it at 3. We have to do it at a different time because we have Black Girl Podcasters at 3. Then we're going into Black Girl Podcasters Live at 4 o'clock on Friday. Okay. All right, there we are. Oh, I love to see y'all like hang out and in the chit chat. So listen, black women are over here quietly building. I do not want anybody to misunderstand me though. Of course, we're paying attention to what's happening. That's why we get together every day for the Sunshine Report. Delilah, have you been a member of the family for 300 days? Delilah. Oh, that makes me so happy. Delilah, one of the baddest bitches of the Bible. I want y'all to know, of course, black women are paying attention to what's happening, right? Like inflation continues to squeeze families. These gas prices keep climbing because it is war that this man and is not real, like just led us into. So here we are. Somebody said, oh, behind the scenes, the Republicans, the GOP are calling this the bleak phase of the war. I'm like, the bleak phase? It's been bleak. Y'all, as a party, y'all have been bleak and sad and mediocre and mean and useless and a bunch of cuck beta energy just doing whatever that man that bespectacled. Ooh, what have I gotten myself into, girl? I got myself into some kind of ink. Hey, Mimi Ray, y'all, and just do whatever he says. A man with no education that's godless. Oh my gosh, under this regime, the gas prices are through the roof. Oh, and things are really bad. Like, seriously, like ships, like oil tankers that try to pass through the Strait of Hormuz just getting a 1-2, getting a double tap. Oh, the chlorophyll, girl, thank you. Okay, because I'm like, what did I do? You're right. That's exactly what it was. Thank you, Bounty and Bliss. I was like, what happened, girl? Thank you. All right. And that's the reason why over here we tell the truth. The reason the gas prices, gas prices on average are over $4 a gallon, which is the scary rate. They start getting real scared like when that happened. Y'all, stunt queen in chief and his fail sons are like using the poly markets and betting on their own future policies and speeches about policy to line their pockets. Everybody, they keep talking to us like we're crazy. Y'all, stunt queen in chief got that fuck ass speech last Thursday. Started with the economy's better than ever. Oh my God. Meanwhile, lettuce from his donor's company, where they be cutting corners on cleanliness and making people's ass explode. Speaking of which, Coach Dad is mad at me. I didn't know the lettuce at Trader Joe's was affected, so I made a gigantic salad last night. And like, Coach Dad loves salad. That man lives on lettuce. He's a runner, and he was reading the articles, and I was like, no, babe. Oh, y'all, we just found out the lettuce from Trader Joe's is effective. Coach Dad. Coach Dad is mad. He put in the family group chat. He's like, your mama's trying to kill. It's not funny, y'all. I don't even know why I grabbed like a big salad from like Trader Joe's. I'm not even a salad eater like that. Like if I eat, I love dark greens, but I like them. It's not funny, y'all. It's not funny. But this is when the realities of what having y'all stunt queen in chief and this regime of Republicans in charge, like it's a real thing. The FDA is like not for real anymore. It really isn't. And like states gotta fight and battle to keep its own citizens safe because we cannot depend upon. Woo! So yeah, it is a reality. This was Coach Dad. This is just a reality of what happens when we let those people get in charge. We got to worry about eating salad. Okay, we gotta actually worry about that. I gotta legit, like, I'm like, daggum, we really can't, lettuce up in this piece for a minute, except the lettuce that comes out of our own garden. Thank goodness we got about 6 or 7 lettuce plants down there, but like, woo, and some kale. But this is just an example of the decline of this nation and our institutions. Public polling continues to show deep dissatisfaction with the cost of living, the economy. Meanwhile, this regime is talking to everybody like they crazy, talking about the economy is good, things are great, prices are low. When we know what's in our wallets, like we know what's going on. Thank goodness we're not the ones dealing with the cognitive dissonance. You know what I'm saying? Like their followers are really in a struggle right now in their mind. I don't give a shit. And I hope it's torture for them mentally. But they are struggling to still because it's a part of their identity. Right? Like belonging to the GOP, the Republican Party, that it's just all mixed up in their identity as long as they vote Republican. That's the way that's not the way they talk about it. They say shit like family values and fiscal conservatism. We know that's a lie. We see that's a lie every single time these motherfuckers are elected. Every single time we're aware of and something comes up that makes us remember, oh right, there's a whole cover up going on with the Epstein files. Bounty and Bliss says, maybe for y'all, Stephen, as I'm sure the economy is fantastic. Yes, for them, for the ones that are scamming. It's so funny too. Like in thinking about in retrospect, girl, now that you say that, Bounty and Bless, and thinking about, how NDRE was where all my scamming, like she got I can't sing y'all, but what's her name's little song? The scamming song. We're not even the ones scamming for real. That's the song. Of course, that's the song of the summer because that's the Republican Party. That's the GOP. Thieves, like the thievery, the thuggery, the malfeasance, the perversion. Like we forgot all about Christy Noam's husband. Hunter Biden was just on somebody's podcast talking about how it's a secret, like LGBTQ, a deeply closeted Republican cabal that's behind a lot of this bullshit that's keeping everybody like miserable because they're conflicted with their own selves and like hate themselves, so must make other people miserable. Y'all, it's a mess. It is. So of course, while this nation is in decline and they're in charge of all of it, I'm not ever going to let people forget this. Republicans love for us to go back in the Wayback Machine, and our asses, our liberal forgiving asses, we're always like forward movement, moving forward. What's done and is done and it's done in the past. Fuck that. Forever. Fuck that forever. Perfidy. Thank you, girl. That's a wonderful word. Perversion, perfidy. Okay. I love that. Me and Bounty and Bliss, I think, suffers from the same. I think we love alliteration. Some of us have a childlike love of alliteration. I'm like, oh, perfidy. Let me write that down. I'm gonna use that today. Just a den. Just turn the White House into a den of iniquity. Their nastiness and avarice and greed and like open corruption is so bad, it'd be making me use terms that my grandmother would use. Seriously, a den of iniquity. Yeah, we have we have about a good bootleg since exactly Salon Lost Pop. Exactly. Like we're not the ones that are the scammers. It's this government and they run all of it. Never let anybody forget that. The fact that and they just be talking to us like we stupid. That's why I said yesterday when we were talking about like what are black women looking for in engagement in politicians, because some people know how to engage with us and some people do not. Somebody to me, now this is just to me, I'm a little biased and I like to think about the future, and in my mind I like to cook up like what would an amazing ticket look like. By the way, Kamala is back and I believe Kamala's gonna run, girl. She was wearing a cute little powder blue suit yesterday. She is back on the internet. Okay, Kamala's back. So I'm trying to think like who would be a good running mate for Kamala. I believe that Ossoff may have something. We might have something in him. And at the very least, what he does know how to do is talk and engage with Black voters in an intelligent way. Seriously, trying to prop up a good luck. I just don't. I don't think she's ready. I don't think she's ready. Plus, they a mess right now. They can't. I don't know. We gonna see. I don't know about AOC. They can try, sure. And I want to see a primary. I can't wait. Y'all, I love that shit. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what we cook up. But Kamala was on the scene yesterday. Her social media is back, and when she get them crisp suits going and them silk presses, I know what work clothes are. I know what Kamala's work clothes are, and we might get her back. And I think that Ossoff might work. So listen, so this nation is a mess. It is on the decline. But us, Black women, we are doing something entirely different. We're in our building era, and I love it. Of course, she's ahead on the polls. Ooh, with that silk press too. Woo! She was looking real good. Powder blue looks good on Black women. You know how it's like some colors that look good on us no matter where we are on the spectrum of skin tones. Yellow is one, orange is one. We look good in all colors, but that powder blue was pretty. That was a pretty suit. But Black women are starting podcasts. We're writing books. Get Scion of Earth and Sea by Everything Erin Ashley, one of the original hotties and Black girl podcasters. We're writing books. We're launching businesses. We are investing. We're creating newsletters. We are learning new skills. We're making art. And we are supporting one another. We are building. Yeah, girl, everything. Like creative Jim design said all the colors. We look at it all the colors: white, mustard yellow, burnt orange, powder blue. Yes, indeed we do. And so listen, y'all. So listen. So when I say that Black women are building, I don't only mean businesses. I also mean that we are building entirely new systems for living. We are building new systems of caring for ourselves. That's one of the crucial decisions we made, to practice holistic wellness and to connect it to our ancestry. That's one of the pillars of our movement. We're building new systems for caring for ourselves. We're building nervous systems that no longer survive on adrenaline. If you don't believe me, get into the work of Bounty and Bliss. If you've ever realized, yeah, I might need to get to therapy. I'm learning about like epigenetic trauma. Like I need to learn how to like care for my nervous system. How I do that, Bounty and Bliss. She's going to give you affirmations. She's going to give you meditations. You know who else is doing that? Katara. Look her up on the app. Katara, Katara. She has an app called Exhale. It is a breath work and a meditation app created for Black women. Okay. So we are building nervous systems that no longer have to survive on adrenaline. Our spiritual peace and rest is something, you are so welcome. It's something that this nation has needed to deprive Black women of. Okay. They've needed to deprive us of it because as long as we're strung out, as long as we're stressed out, they ain't got it. They ain't got to lynch us no more. We'll drown in cortisol. We'll die from hypertension and blood pressure. We'll die from all kind of illnesses related to hyperinflammation. Okay, and racialized stress. We'll do the work for them. Us just being strong Black woman, caping for everybody, taking on everybody else's problems. Hello, Chelsea. Okay. So Black women, the 92%, we are going to therapy. We are learning yoga. We're doing Pilates. Little scary Scorpio fucked around is on her way to being a youth ambassador for a whole hot yoga organization. I'm just finding out about. Okay, we're strength training. That's why your girl was up late. We had to sleep in today. We are strength training. We're walking. We're sleeping. We're learning how to regulate instead of reacting to everybody's bullshit all the time, including the bullshit of this fuck ass administration and the Republican Party. They trying to stress us out and wear us out. All right. We don't have to be constantly exhausted to be ambitious, and we're kind of done with suffering to prove we're wrong. In fact, it's women in this very live in this very room right now that would take offense to the idea that Black women would have to suffer, and that we like if it's one thing, at least the women that hang out in here, 92%, like we don't do that strong Black woman shit anymore. We are building lives our nervous systems, like, don't have to escape from. I love that as Black women, we're building, like, new systems for our families. I love don't nothing make me happier than seeing Black women do gentle parenting, right? Emotionally safe parenting for our little darlings. That stuff it makes me so happy. We are ending cycles that say, well, this is just how your mama did it and your grandmama did it. We're just gonna keep on doing it. I remember that. I remember when I knew I was not gonna be able to raise my hands to my children. Like, I remember when I realized it, I was like, oh bitch, hey KJ. Founder of Brown Sugar, one of our favorite luxury line of products. You can find Brown Sugar at the sunshinedirectory.info. Okay. All right. KJ is one of our, Kesha Janan is one of our featured creators over on the Sunshine Directory this month. So I have to tell y'all, like, it warms my heart. And I will never forget how when I realized, I was like, oh, I can barely raise my voice to these little darlings, like, much less be hitting on them. Like, just, like, and I remember, and y'all know I was worried about what my family was going to think of me. Like, when I did that, I did. Hey, Dr. Cass, like, I was worried about that. I was worried they're going to take my Black mama card. Turns out you literally can't take a Black girl mama card. Hey, happy Tuesday, Dr. Cass. I love that. I love how healthy our families are becoming. Sometimes we got to go low contact. Sometimes, like, we realize our family is a toxic system. All of this shit is a legacy of slavery. I love the way Black women, like, we're starting to understand, like, yeah, like, access doesn't necessarily mean love. Even sometimes within our own marriages, we're learning how to deconstruct and decenter our husbands in loving marriages. We're becoming better advocates for our children. Do y'all know it has warmed my heart? Y'all don't know, y'all be triggering me when things like these conversations about calling Black girls fast. And because of that mom that, like, double tapped that 20-year-old as he was leaving the house after assaulting her 13-year-old. Oh my God, it's so good we evolve. And when I see, like, these young Black women say, oh, and we're telling our stories about how somebody called us fast. Y'all, our elders used to be so unreasonable about that shit. Like, growing up in Mississippi, I remember once, like, we could never have boys at the house. Like, you had to be brave to come be trying to be a boy and be trying to come talk to me and my sister. They called my mom a hard D. That's what the boys called my mom. Her name is Deborah. They called her hard D. It was damn near impossible to try to court us or talk to us. And I will never forget, like, two little boys that me and my sister, like, just call they ass swinging by our house, like, on an afternoon. We were like, we don't know what to do because we're trying to be cool, but we can't have them come in the house because if anybody finds out a boy was in our house, our mother would murder us. So we're like, so what can we do? What can we do? Okay, we're gonna sit out front on the porch and talk to these boys in full view of everybody. So can't nobody accuse us of nothing. We were like 15, 16 at the time. And who should come rolling up out of nowhere in the middle of the afternoon? My grandmother, Miss Myrtle Jones, came rolling up just as we were trying to wrap up the conversations and get these boys the fuck away from this house. Like, so we don't have to deal with this. Here come my grandmama. When I tell you my grandmama walked in the house, looked at us, didn't say a word. Those boys didn't say a word. They were like, well, good evening. Hello, Miss Jones. She didn't say it. That's exactly what she did. She said, and went on in the house, and they knew to get the fuck away from that house. Whole time now we just sitting on the porch. But that was a huge mistake. Because down south, my grandmother was one of these very respectable, very elegant Black women, girl, exactly. You couldn't put nothing. There wasn't no cell phones and shit back then, distracting adults. They could pick out of the ether, like in the air. Girl, when we went back in the house after them boys left, when I tell you my grandmother cursed a blue streak at us, and she was not a cursing woman about how fast we were, how we were sitting out on the porch like a bunch of porch monkeys. That's the kind of Black respectability a lot of us grew up with, because we weren't allowed to sit on the porch because white people used to say Black people, they used to call Black people sitting on the porch monkeys. Anyway, this is the 80s, children. This was like the early 80s. Girl, talk about how we were making our mom's house look like a whole house talking to these boys. Me and my sister. I will never forget that. With your fast at, like, Y'all, we was a smooth 15, 16 years old. Like, so when we have these conversations about how we're not doing that anymore and we're not calling little girls fast and all that, girl, I'm telling you, these conversations be taking me back to the 80s. Y'all don't be understanding why sometimes I don't how like you get on the mic and talk about this because I'm triggered. Because all that shit is true. That happened. Okay. Wasn't nobody teaching you about relationships. Wasn't nobody teaching you to love and appreciate your body. Wasn't nobody teaching you that you weren't, as a woman, some walking provocation. Like, y'all, and I understand a lot of it was done out of slavery, history of slavery, Black girls not being safe, blah 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 blah. But some of that was just old ass male centered, like just fucked up way of thinking. I have never once called my daughters fat. Plus, we live in California. The girl is sun shining all the time. These children live in flip flops, short shorts, and a tank top. Their bodies are beautiful. They have nothing to be ashamed of at all. Right? I exactly went through the same thing. I just like, girl, see, I'm glad I'm not traumatizing y'all or stressing y'all out. Sometimes these conversations we be having on the internet be just sending me back to Black history. And it makes me so grateful that we are building new ways and new systems, okay? That we're becoming advocates for our children. Yeah, no, have I ever called a child of mine fast? I couldn't if I wanted to. It would be something wrong with me. Y'all should have to roll me to the hospital. Those days are over. Slavery is over for our daughters and our little nieces and our little grandchildren. We are becoming better advocates for our children, especially our brilliant Black children, our little gifted darlings. Did y'all see that a woman she's another Black creator. She came on to just express some stress about her child being the only little Black kid at a little STEM program. She got a little budding little engineer on her hands. All of a sudden, now they having meetups, hundreds of Black parents, like with little STEM gifted children, coming up with like experiences for them, sharing resources, right? Like supporting our little inventors, our little engineers, our little mathematicians. Ooh, yeah, my daughter's not fast out. Beautiful, yes. Brilliant, yes. A little baddie, like one of mine, my little scary Scorpio. I'm like, girl, don't hurt him at yoga class. I'd be like, go ahead then, girl. You get it from your mama. Just what can I say, girl? You come from a line of foxes. I mean, that's the kind of stuff I'd be saying to my daughters. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'd be talking to them about, hey, being a bad bitch, that's a gift, baby. You got to learn how to use your power. Right. And I say they have strong leadership qualities. Exactly. And I've always told my daughters, I was like, girl, okay, now if you're going to commit to that outfit, and sometimes I was generous, it was a get up, but I would call it an outfit. And I'm like, now listen, if you're going to commit to that outfit, if you can't walk like this with your shoulders back and your chin up with a straight back with that outfit, take it off and try again. But if you can walk out and you can commit to this, if you can commit to walk into it in strength and pride and beauty and carrying yourself like a queen, go be blessed. Go have a great day. Go get them. Seriously. Exactly. Being their biggest cheerleader. Yeah, exactly. Don't hurt them. Maybe just a little, exactly, Bounty, but just a little bit. Because that little scary Scorpio. Sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, Miss Polka Dots. Give it to him and then polka dots, girl. But then the next day she'll go super emo, hood, can't even see your little face out of there. And that's what they ought to be able to do. That's what our girls ought to be able to do. Oh, our desert flower is here, girl. Welcome. Y'all, thank you for being here at the Sunshine Report this morning. Okay. I am so happy for us right now. I'm happy that we're building. Okay. Thank you, Bounty Blitz. We are building communities and families where brilliance isn't treated like a behavioral problem. Okay. We're not trying to raise children that can survive like broken systems. We are capable of building better ones. I promise you. I believe it's a couple of industries where Black women could just take over. Like, I believe actually Black women could build the most amazing Hi, I believe we could come up with our own homeschooling curriculum that could be world like, seriously, especially if you live in a place where the public school is not safe for your children. I believe Black women could be amazing with that. I believe Black women could take over, natural birth and doulaing. Y'all know, like, our midwives, like, down south, like, the Black women that used to bring babies before everything became, like, commodified. There are women that had so much knowledge, like, we could and the young people are doing this. Now, I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. But all of the natural births and the water births and, like, having a doula and having, like, care for women, like, I believe if Black women could measure man, Black women could, have y'all seen these centers where women are sent to, like, recover? I believe, like, Black women could take that industry over. I love the way we're doing that. There's certain industries I just think we could absolutely kill. I love seeing all the Black girl therapists I'm seeing now. Y'all know one of my little sisters is a therapist. We are building our homes. I love have y'all seen the new, Black Nouveau, interior decoration style? I'm obsessed. I already have a darkly painted bedroom. Like, I love it. I love the way, like, Black women, like, our homes, we're not just decorating them. I love the way we're building sanctuaries. That, like, really appeals to my, that appeals to my Taurus rising. Homes where our beauty and our comfort matter, where our peace is normal, where we're sharing good, healthy food. One of my favorite creators is this young woman that shows how, like, we don't have to, like, black eyed peas do not have to be soaked in bacon. Like, we could be eating black eyed peas and collard greens and kale and these, like, and red beans. Like, we could be doing all this on a regular basis. We can cook it so that it's light and healthy. Like, it does not have to be, you know what I mean? Like, I love that. Where we're doing, like, where we're making gardens. There's so many black butchers, black farms that we're promoting. Um, this makes me so happy. Okay, where we're creating homes where you don't have to earn rest. I like it with bacon too, girl. I literally have an entire. It's hard for me to eat greens without a little bit of a little something. I mean, you could if you cut up one slice of bacon, right? Thank you. Oh my gosh, did we get another? We got another one of our goals achieved. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. I do too, girl. I like so sometimes when I'm trying to be good, I'll make a gigantic pot of greens of collard greens and kale. Now I can with one slice of bacon, I can make magic with that one slice of bacon if you dice it up just right so you have it like little tiny pieces thoroughly incorporated. You can make a gang of greens with like one bacon. I know I like a little bacon myself. We carnivores in this house. It's a house full of athletes. So they like a little and the lanky Libra. The lanky Libra is basically was born an old black woman. You know that first time, like, you leave the child with your Mississippi relatives and you come home and they sucking on chicken bones. Not only does, she be asking for, like, sweet potato pies and ribs and fried chicken and shit, like, in the middle of summer, like, always ready for a red velvet cake. Thank you, Bounty and Bliss. Thank you. Always ready for some red velvet cake. She be asking for shit. I believe the ancestors be talking to her. Like she would not only does she love, like, I'll never forget when we were in London. She was a little girl at her little school and she was like, Mummy. We just come home from Mississippi. She was like, Mummy. Yes, Hallie. What is it? Mummy, can we have chicken with the bone? With the bone, like chicken bones. Can we have chicken bones? And I was like, what are you talking about? Because I don't really like making a whole lot of chicken on the bones. I like chicken breasts because we were never allowed. Oh, look at that. And she was like, this literally, she was like, no, mummy, chicken. I was like, are you trying to say a drumstick? Is that what you're trying to say? You want drums? Yes, mummy, chicken on the bone, like at Nana's house. And I'm like, okay. And one day she was like, Mummy, can we have bacon with the rind? With the, like it's chewy. I was like, how you even know about bacon with the rind? Where have you had bacon with the rind? Mommy, I ain't had bacon in the rind since like the late 70s. At Nana's house, I'm like, where did they find you bacon on the bone? She's like an old black. She's like one of these children. Like she, as a little elegant little Libra, cracks the bones to suck the marrow out. She just eat like an old black woman. The ancestors be talking to her, be speaking through her. Anyway, this is to say that we're learning as black women like a new kind of home ownership. right? It's not just about the HOA, gardening, emergency preparedness. We want our children to be financially literate. We got at least 3 or 4 like financial literacy coaches in the Black Girl in the Launch Your Income agency. So I just want to remind us like Black women that we are in our building era. The new world does not begin in DC. We see what a fault, what did Ronald Reagan used to call DC? Like the city on the hill, some kind of fucking city on the hill, more like a den of iniquity on the hill, more like a portal to hell on the hill. Okay. The new century that like we're building as Black women, it begins inside the homes that Black women are creating, the systems that Black women are reworking. And the funny thing is, these like the people, like the funny thing is, like so many other people are taking, and at this point I kind of be like, yeah, fine, y'all take credit for it, fine. You know, we were told that other people, the oppressors, right, the white supremacists, they were the master builders. That was the brand, especially y'all stunt queen in chief. That was his whole brand, right? In the 80s, I built skyscrapers, I built buildings. It was luxury. It was children. There used to be a show called Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Before we had Sweet 16, before we had MTV Cribs, it was a show. Cause yeah, and did not exactly, Gina. That was supposedly their brand. Y'all, Stunt Queen in Chief is an excellent example of this. And his failed sons. Eric Trump is still going around here talking about, I'm a builder, I pour concrete. Lies and deception. Oh, the art of the deal. We've been known. Was it Tony Schwartz was the name of the man that actually wrote that book? Y'all, Stunt Queen in Chief ain't never really constructed or closed on a deal for real, but that was supposed to be his brand, right? Construction. But and we also understand now that like actually building something from scratch. Yeah, remember that show? Damn, yeah, girl. Me too. Of course we remember that show. And we see, girl, thank you, Black historian. Thank you so much for being here. I love when the historian's here. I told y'all, don't nothing but smart women hang out in here. Authors, historians, creators. Okay. That reminds me, I want y'all to enjoy Brown Sugar by Kesha Janan. Now, Erin's latest offering, her new book, and Kesha Janan's Luxe Body Care line are listed. You can find all their information and you can order from the Sunshine Directory, the sunshinedirectory.info. Okay. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It's skin and hair oil. So, I love having products that beautiful Black women make, like all around me. Not, come on, didn't I make my hair more beautiful? Y'all are gonna love it. You're going to love it. The name is Brown Sugar by Kesha Janan. And you can find all of her products. Thank you, girl. It's because of brown sugar. I'm telling you, products made by Black women like make me happy. And I believe they make us more beautiful. I believe there's power in them. I literally pick up this book and it feels like, oh, yeah, this is a good one. This is gonna be a story that's gonna inspire a little budding, little fantasy loving little mermaid Black girl like out there and gonna have her dream new worlds. So get over to the sunshinedirectory.info. That's where we share Black women owned businesses and projects and services and art, okay, from our own community. Every person that's in there is either a member of the community or is referred by the community for the ancestors. You are pleasing the ancestors, Kesha, Janan, and everything Aaron Ashley. Just want you to know that. Okay. I hate to juxtapose all of your intelligence and talent with this stunt queen in chief. Ugh. But we see by looking at him like that's building. That's creating a legacy, right? That's what that is. What y'all stunt queen in chief is doing is not that. To talk about deals, construction. There's a big difference between branding and building. They're not the same thing. Like real builders leave behind communities, they leave behind legacies, like Black women are doing. We're creating healthy families, thriving businesses, schools, neighborhoods, opportunity, right? Builders build things that other people can stand on and rely upon. That's what Black women are doing. Like we're creating foundations And the good news is they're so busy raising hell and destroying this country, we can build quietly. That's why I believe in signs. That's why I believe that quiet on the creek. We all grew up. Who didn't grow up sitting on the dock somewhere or in somebody's fishing boat? My dad used to take me fishing. It was some of the coolest, zenest shit ever, ever. So we understand quiet, quiet. Hey, Divergent One, we understand quiet on the creek. We get that. That's what Black women are doing, like right now. Okay. We are the foundation of this country, and foundations, let's be honest, are quiet. Everybody notices explosion. Like when something blows up, don't nobody really ever notice or appreciate foundations, right? Until it's time to begin to build. All right. So I honestly think for us Black women in the 19%, and yeah, the news sucks. Like it is so funny to me the way Republicans like, oh, we're at the bleak stage of the world. Like Ninja, it's been bleak. Y'all been bleak. This ain't nothing but a hot and bleak ass mess since y'all came into ubiquitous power. Okay. That's the truth of what they're doing, but I believe that history is going to look back at this moment and realize that as America and the Republicans were overseeing the destruction of this nation and fighting about who's gonna control the ruins of this nation, Black women quietly started building our own new city. I talk about this all the time. That's the reason we do our economic activism. It's the reason, um, we are going to black nail techs, like we're going to black owned beauty supply stores, right? We're getting started with going to black estheticians. We are building something new. We're creating our own wealth transfer. We're not gonna be doing cryptocurrency schemes the way y'all stun queen and chief is doing and swindling people. I also think we're doing a good job at removing swindlers from our midst. That's one of the reasons I really don't think that I can fuck with or support Essence Fest anymore. Because once I found out they still had Cheyenne Bryant's ass like up there on a stage, it makes me wonder, like, is that the stage I want to be on? Is that the stage I want us as 92% to be on? Oh my gosh. Okay, so Maya says, I've been thinking heavily on that. Woo, when we take our communities back, we will be unstoppable. We have already started. And one of the things I love about what Black women are doing by reclaiming our over 7 billion in beauty dollars that we spend, we don't have to ask anybody permission. We don't need any guidance. We can control that right now. The reason I became a press on girl, and I love my press on life. These are so much fun, especially for somebody with me that has like ADD. Like I get bored after 2 weeks anyway. Girl, if you get like a good nail care program and a good prep program down, I love it. Girl, that's like $150 set where I live. $24 with not including my little coupon. Those are my birthday nails. All right. So I love that we're building quietly. Ain't never been a better time for that song Quiet on the Creek. Okay, because these people have already written us off. They already think they've kneecapped us. They never noticed what we're doing. And that's what the people that's notice what we're doing though is like the people that own these beauty supply places and these nail salons. They have definitely noticed our absence. They have noticed the absence of our resources and our financial energy. That's for sure because they're trying to skinwalk us and now they're trying to like hoodwink us. But that is the beauty of being underestimated, right? We get to lay our foundations in peace. They've written us off. Perfect. Great. They've written Black women off. Fine. Let's build in the dark of their neglect. And one day they're going to wake up and they'll be like, how did these bitches get in charge? Y'all, let's get ready. Kamala's running again. Let's go. Let's build. Let's go. Let's go right now. Okay. It's time for us to begin. All right. All right, y'all, welcome to the Sunshine Report. Let me see. Can you call me? Okay. Oh, y'all, I got to get ready to wrap it up. I got to go pick up Reese Pops for her little 1 o'clock appointment. I hope everybody is ready. So, listen, before we wrap up today, before we get ready to wrap up, if today's conversation reminded you that building is the assignment, I want you to remember something. Builders need infrastructure. That is exactly why we created the Sunshine Directory. It is not a website, it's an infrastructure. It's where every Black woman owned business listed is another brick. Every creator that puts her art up there, her new book, okay, her new product, y'all are going to love brown sugar for your skin and your hair. All right. Every therapist, every attorney, every CPA, the new podcast. Are you a coach? Okay. My friend Allison, multidimensional healer is her new tag. She says that she believes, like Black women, we're preternaturally gifted in the coaching arts, that we might be better than other people off top as being coaches. And I believe her. Every Black girl artist, we have bakers on the site. If you own a bookstore, if you're a consultant, especially an esthetician, an electrician, an engineer, every single new Black business that is listed on the Sunshine Directory, that's another brick in our foundation, especially in our economic foundation. It's one of the ways we intentionally move resources towards Black women who are building. So if you own a business, or you know one we should feature, visit the sunshinedirectory.info and help us keep laying the bricks of our foundation, brick by brick, business by business, woman by woman. So listen, y'all, come on in. Oh, I'm so glad everybody was here. Did I miss any last minute stories? The Dems did a press conference today. What the hell were we talking about at that press conference? What were we talking about? I know they're trying to ask for more money. Okay, it was just their weekly press conference to push back on y'all stunt queen in chief's um agenda. I don't think it's no agenda. I think this man is doing whatever he can do to keep shit from the Epstein files coming out, and shit's getting ready to come out because other countries are prosecuting uh people that are implicated in the Epstein files. That's my feeling. If the more when we actually find out and learn everything, and I think we are going to learn everything, it's not going to be from our nation. It'll be from another nation. Um oh my gosh. Okay. They're asking for an $87.6 billion supplemental funding package. F these people. And Democrats, y'all better say no to everything. Reiterated efforts to demand accountability and push for lower living costs for American families amid high gas prices. I'm of two minds about the way we're going about things. On one hand, let them people just, hey, 92%, hey, me, be. Let them just destroy themselves and let people see the mess that that the Republican Party is making of this whole thing. Anything else that I miss? Exploding ass lettuce. Tariffs on Canada. I know Canada. Yeah, I'm just kind of let them self-destruct. Ain't nobody else to blame. And I'm going to keep saying this. All of this is Republicans' fault. None of this is Black women's fault. I just need everybody to know and understand that. Black women ain't had shit to do with this. See Exhibit A. Okay. And to a lesser degree, slightly lesser degree, Black men had nothing to do with this. See Exhibit B. Okay. You're right. And yeah, who are the welfare queens? America's like white farmers. Oh my gosh, girl, exploding ass lettuce. Girl, don't even get me started. Coach Dad is mad at me because I didn't know the lettuce at Trader Joe's was affected, but it was. When I tell you I've been laying out salads, like Coach Dad literally ate a bag of lettuce by himself yesterday. He is hot. But see, this is what happens when we thought Republicans are in charge. What the fuck did Brett Favre do now? Brett Favre. Y'all know we know Brett Favre in Mississippi. My mama knew his people. They were a mess. Please, what his Brett's ignorant ass do? I'm not giving up. I'm not going there with Brett Favre. That's just taking me too back in Mississippi. Too far, Mr. Oh, yes. Oh, well, yeah. All the welfare money. That's another thing I don't understand. Always thieving the richest ones, like Brett Favre. Like, as you can imagine, in Mississippi, where I'm from, like, they worship that man. That man is, but no, like, it's not enough. They literally were emptying welfare coffers so he could have his name on a volleyball complex and get credit for something bigger than he actually gave. Just like those people in the Varsity Blues scandal at my daughter's school. These are people that are gajillionaires, hundreds of millions of dollars, paying consultants to get their kids into school through these side doors by lying. It's just what they do. Now they could donate to get their kids into school, but they want to be cheap. They're gajillionaires, but they don't want to. But the money that's coming into these schools are coming from like Chinese billionaires, Russian billionaires. Like they can't compete no more. They can't compete with a little $100,000 gift, little $250,000 gift, $1 million gift. Yeah. That's the way Jared Kushner. Jared Kushner barely got into Harvard after his daddy gave $2 million. You got to, but they cheat. They be gajillionaires, but they cheat. That's how my kids' school they got caught up in that varsity blues shit. That's how they are. They're even penny pinching and conniving and want to cheat with with their own bribery. It is vile. Oh, they're so gross. Again, I'm never going to shut up about it. The Republican Party, the GOP, is the reason we are where we are. And they are the party of racism. They are the party of white oppression. Okay. Meanwhile, my child's to be exactly of the best of the best of the best. Y'all know it's still high schools in Mississippi where they're still doing like black and white prom, black and white valedictorian. They ain't never been prepared for us, and they get mad. They tell us we got to work 10 times as hard, and then when our little girl is like the valedictorian, all of a sudden we need to split it up. When Beyonce finally wins, album of the year, y'all, I would love for us to get this last goal. I would love to show TikTok that we're kicking ass here. Listen, 92%. I need y'all to know I've got to run out. I got to take the little scary Scorpio to her little physical for soccer season and for starting the new year. Thank you, Tees and Jeans. Thank you. Oh, y'all, thank you. Humor, thank you. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. I hope y'all have picked up a little bit of what I put down today. Y'all make me so happy. Let's listen to Gold. That one makes me happy. And y'all know what we do. Hey, Ambitious May. Hey, Wakanda Forever, girl. Wakanda Songbird, Wakanda Forever, always. Girl, thank you. Girl, thank you for the Go Pops. Y'all know we love a gratitude segment, and I don't like a begging ass gratitude segment. I like an exultant gratitude segment. Can we please put it in the chat in every lifetime? Because I just want to tell the 92% how genuinely, Michelle, thank you for the rose. Mwah. I want to tell you how genuinely grateful I am. Not because we were right. And again, 92% tried to tell you hoes. I think that's going to be the first coffee cup. Me and Nayland were talking about it yesterday. I really like that one lately. We have a lot of slogans and sayings in every lifetime. Thank you, Ella, the IO coach. And we love in every lifetime, but I think we're going to do like a pajama set and like a bonnet set with that. And that'll be capsule 2. We'll do that in the winter. I was thinking that would make more sense for like pajamas or like a bonnet and an eye mask in every lifetime. But I want to tell y'all, and thank you all for showing me. Oh, thanks for throwing those stickers, Bounty and Bliss. I want the 90%. I want y'all to know how genuinely grateful I am. Not because we're right. We're always right. We ain't been wrong yet. Not because we're winning in every argument. We're winning every argument. And sometimes the way we win the argument is being like, fuck these hoes. We're not arguing with you. You're not worth our time. You got to earn an argument with me. Okay, when I log in, I don't see like an audience or viewers. I see architects. I see Black women designers. Y'all already filled up the chat at the beginning of our broadcast today, telling us what you were building homes, building careers, building new media platforms. I see architects. I see designers. I was just meeting with a designer from our community yesterday, Nayland, from Nayland's World. Writers, teachers, grandmothers, entrepreneurs, some of the hardest hustling women, some of the hardest working women building live streams are grandmamas on here. Mimi, thank you for being titled gifter. I appreciate that. Thank y'all for visiting my gift gallery. Okay, healers, women deciding. Oh, also, if you're a Black woman healer, if you're an energy worker, if you're a crystallista, if you're a reader, girl, go over to the Sunshine Directory .info and put your information in there. Those are businesses. Okay, apothecaries, botanicas, girl, please put your services over there. We're gonna put these Etsy witches. We're gonna give them a run for their money. Okay. If you're a hoodoo, do you do healing work? Are you a leader? Do you sell oils? Do you sell candles? Put that over in the sunshine directory.info. Okay. We are women that are deciding that history does not get the final word over our lives. Thank you all for trusting me Thank you for bringing your intelligence here, your wit, your vivacity, your black girl humor. You do Reiki, girl. Get over there. The sunshine directory.info. Thank you for bringing your hope. I want you to know I don't take this shit lightly. I want you, and I'm gonna make you a promise. As long as you'll have me, I'm gonna keep building right beside you, and I'm bringing us along. Okay, we do need to be tapping into the roots. That is absolutely true. We have power in so many situations. Y'all have no idea how much power we have in a work situation, dealing with a boss, dealing with a bitch at your job. You have no idea how much like power we have and that we could be using. Please get busy doing your research and reconnecting to our ancestral ways. I promise you, I'm gonna keep building right alongside you. I promise I'm gonna do everything I can to provide scaffolding for everything that we're building, support for when you're trying something new. Okay. When you're building something new, when you're creating something new, I promise to be here. Okay. To be support. I promise to be the stability when the headlines feel overwhelming. I promise I will always be here encouraging you when you feel like you want to quit. Powered crystals in your workspaces. Don't play with me. I got a quartz crystal right here under this laptop and under this microphone. You ain't never lied. I promise you, I will help make connections wherever I can make them because that's what builders do. We don't just build beautiful things, we make it easier for the next person to build too in every lifetime. I hope to come back as a Black woman and I hope I get to build with you. Now, I want you to go have a beautiful day. And remember, ain't nobody waiting to build, like, ain't nobody waiting for permission, like, around here. If you need permission, I'm Big Sis. I give you permission. Build, go all the way to the sky. Please. Seriously, girl, put in another order with my little sister. I'm gonna try to ask her to put together a little pack for me, like my crystals that are back here and my ones that I like for communication under my laptop and by my microphone. Okay. Girl, and ask her what the last crystals are, like until we can get a little pack and I can plug it down here. Girl, ask her, just tell me what Haliki's got. What's Haliki, girl? And go ahead and get them. So we are laying the foundation. Thank you for our wonderful time together. Thank you all for coming to sit in the sun with me. And like I say at the end, I try to say at the end of every broadcast, y'all be looking out for the next United States of America. I'm gonna try to have it the final edit up today so y'all can enjoy that podcast. It's a spicy one. And as I say every time to the beautiful, bold, brilliant Black women in the 92%, all the love in my heart. And to those, okay. Okay. That's weird. Um, all the love in my heart. Okay. And to those that are truly aligned with us and that support us. And to everybody else, I want you to have the day you voted for. And I want you to remember 92%. We tried to tell you, hoes. Love y'all. See you tomorrow. Oh, bye, guys. On